Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Ha ha! Shots fired. Hester Peirce. Hester Peirce. Shots fired. Holy moly. Hester Peirce, crypto mom, is not holding back. Some interesting stuff from her in response to the SEC announcing this kind of doubling of the staff. Hester Peirce did not hold back on that one. And surprise, surprise, the SEC is up to its old games and tactics and trying to delay the case even longer. But I got to tell you, attorney Matthew Solomon, I believe it's Matthew Solomon, that dude is no freaking joke. He responds, and it's pretty freaking powerful. It is pretty powerful. We will get into it, guys. This is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So listen, the Bitcoin dominance is still not great. 39.9%. It's not going to happen for alts, not at that rate. The total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.81 trillion. Bitcoin's at 38,000. Surprise, surprise. Ethereum is at 2,800. Surprise, surprise. XRP is at 61 cents. Surprise, surprise. The market, guys, is doing what the market does. Tron is up 14%. Oh, my goodness, it's 7 cents. Up 14% on a 7-day. Shiba Inu is down 9.2% on the 7-day. Algorand's 5.9%, even with the interesting news with the FIFA, 69 cents there for Algo. Man, I'm so excited about Flare Networks. I listened to my guy, Mickey B. Fresh today, sharing a little more about what's going on with Flare Networks and what they're doing. The bridges is all bridges is bigger than multi-chain. Some really great stuff. Shout out to you, Mickey B. I hope you're doing well, bro. Flare Networks is setting a standard that, quite honestly, some of the best blockchain infrastructure companies around are pretty envious of. Yeah, I did say that, envious. And I'm talking top 10 blockchains are really significantly, seriously admiring the work that is taken on Flare Networks. You can take that to the freaking bank. You can take that to the bank. Flare Networks is a monster. And if they, once they kind of get more things going up and going and get to, kind of the blue ocean stuff like Ripple is doing, the blue ocean strategy that Ripple is taking. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Flare Network, Sonberg, not financial advice, but I don't have enough of either of those. I can tell you that for sure. So a lot of double figure reds, guys, on the 7 days. That's the market basic attention token. Did it go down or did it move up to the top 100? I don't even know. But yeah, listen, guys, market is doing what the market does. That is the long and the short of it. Let's get to some of the very, very interesting news. Let's not forget, if you want to do your own homework on the Sullivan and Cromwell, if you want to do your own homework and due diligence on what that is, what beast of a beast that is, a law unto itself, the untold story of the law firms Sullivan and Cromwell, it'll have you shaken. It will have you shaken. You thought the Confessions of an Economic Hitman, Part 1 and 2, Books 1 and 2 had you shaken. This is going to have you shaken big time. Big time. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Look, Hester Finance, I just saw this. I thought it was pretty interesting. Hester Finance, Hectorians, thank you for all your votes. We will invest $500,000 into XRP. We will keep you updated. That's a decentralized autonomous organization. Probably the DeFi space is Hector DAO. Yeah, they taking some of that treasury money and putting into some cryptos, not just XRP, but other ones as well. But I did want to cover that. This is interesting to find out that Ripple's getting a newer office in San Francisco. FinTech Ripple leases entire building for new San Francisco headquarters. Crypto Riz says SEC who? Ripple is doubling down in the US. I hear you, my friend. Thanks for sharing, Crypto Riz. Yeah, I've been on the Milken Institute, had a chance to listen to Brian Armstrong, who for some reason constantly kept saying how Bitcoin and Ethereum were deemed securities. And we all know what's the deal with that. Kathy Wood, the genius that she is, kept reminding him and the moderator about the lack of clarity in the SEC. Yeah, interesting stuff here, these conversations. The Milken Institute live stream is very, very good stuff. Silvio is on part 2 from Algorand. I only listened to about 10 minutes of that, but yeah, part 1 of that, first 30 minutes is with Kathy Wood and Brian Armstrong. That was really, really, really interesting. But boy, oh boy, listen to this right here. So the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission put this out. We heard about it, right? Today, we announced that we're bolstering the unit responsible for protecting investors in crypto markets and from cyber-related threats. The newly renamed Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit in the Division of Enforcement will grow to 50 dedicated positions. Hester Peirce responded, the SEC is a regulatory agency with an enforcement division, not an enforcement agency. Why are we leading with enforcement in crypto? Have to retweet that, man. Johnny Deaton has something to say about this as well. If you're going to double down, then you need to double down on ethics officers and enforcement compliance with basic ethic rules and prosecute those who violate criminal conflict laws. Maybe then when the SEC's ethics office tells staff to stop doing something, they'll listen. Library has something to say about it as well. The SEC getting publicly dragged by its own commissioner, even by government standards. The SEC is a special class of dysfunction, though. Wow. Senator Pat McHenry says the regulation by enforcement at Gary Gensler's SEC is stifling American innovation. If the U.S. wants to lead the deployment of the next generation of internet technology, we must provide clear, thoughtful rules of the road for the digital asset ecosystem. That's in response to Hester Peirce's thing. And I believe another, here it is right here, Representative Bill Huizenga said, again, Congress should not cede its authority to Gary Gensler. The SEC's desire to use regulation by enforcement to provide clarity for digital asset market participants is a power grab. We need responsible solutions, not edicts, from bureaucrats. Wow. Hey, Perry Ann Boring, and at the Digital Chamber or Chamber of Digital Commerce, you have gone the entire day without making a single statement on the SEC's new playbook to attack crypto. Just out of curiosity, what exactly do you guys do? It almost seems to me like you want this to happen. Yep. Hester Peirce, freaking just shots fired, man. I mean, shots fired. Good for you. Good for you. How many times did I copy the same thing? Yep. The regulation by enforcement that Gary against this SEC is stifling American innovation. I read that already. Let's just take a listen to this here. Matthew Solomon, attorney for Ripple, responded to the SEC's deal here. Says here, Solomon comes out swinging in opposing the SEC request to file a reply brief. The SEC request leaves to file what they term a reply. The SEC requests leave to file what they term a reply. But this would be at least the SEC's sixth filing in opposition to defendants' motion to compel. Dear Judge Netburn, says Attorney Solomon, we write on behalf of Bradley Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and Ripple Labs, Inc., collectively to oppose the SEC's request to file an additional brief in support of its assertions that internal documents related to a speech given by a former SEC official are protected from disclosure by the attorney-client privilege. The SEC requests leave to file what they term a reply, but in fact, this would be at least the SEC's sixth filing in opposition to defendants' August 10th, 2021 motion to compel. It is therefore, at best, a SIR reply. SIR as an SUR reply. The SEC's request to file such a SIR reply, unsupported by any justification, and before even seeing defendants' response to their latest filing, is both inappropriate and premature. All right, citations omitted. Denying plaintiff's request to file a SIR reply where plaintiff failed to show good cause and failed to establish that defendants raised a new issue for the first time on reply, as the decision to grant a SIR reply is left to the sound discretion of the court. Since defendants filed this motion to compel nearly 9 months ago, the court has twice overruled the SEC's improper deliberative process privileged objections. Notwithstanding that, and the close of fact and expert discovery, the SEC continues to withhold all documents related to a former SEC's official June 14, 2018 speech. The SEC now claims, in effect, that the last year of briefing, oral argument, the court's decisions, and their motion for reconsideration were all an academic exercise, because it turns out that the documents, every single one of them, are actually privileged attorney-client communications. I'm not sure how much the judge, Netburn and Torres, I'm not sure at what point they recognize that a hammering, coming down of the hammer has to happen. I get they're trying to dot the I and cross the T's for this appeal. But boy, oh boy. Talking about testing one's resolve. Good night. At this point, says Matthew Solomon, the SEC has had more than ample opportunity to assert and support its various privileged assertions. Discovery closed months ago, and the parties are on the eve of filing motions for summary judgment. Further delay is prejudicial to defendants. Defendants will respond to the SEC's latest round of arguments, and at that point, defendants respectfully submit that this issue will be ripe for final resolution. At a minimum, the SEC should be required to justify its demand for further briefings after it reviews defendants' responsive filing. Defendants accordingly respectfully submit that the court should deny the SEC's request made in the ECF number 476. Whoo! If Jimmy James says that they came out firing, they came out firing. Jimmy James goes on to say here, the SEC now claims that the last year of briefing or argument, the court's decision. Oh, this is a quote from Matthew Solomon. Wow, it's just Mickey B. Fresh had something to say here as well. Interesting stuff, guys. Man, oh freaking man. Man, oh freaking man. That is some interesting stuff. And let me tell you what the real deal is. This is the real deal. Crypto industry leaders, this is from Charles Gasparino. He says, this is a scoop. Crypto industry leaders at Milken Institute say that Democrats led by Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren have become openly hostile to industry, while the GOP has begun a charm offensive with industry and its key leaders as the midterms loom. Story is developing. This is why I said about where you're going to put your vote. Is this new asset class that you were early to, that you were there before they, old money, were? You were here first. Is your vote? Is the shot at generational wealth? Is it worth you paying attention and participating in November? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth the obvious incumbent banks and old money who do not want decentralized finance, who do not want you to have the ability to choose your own money, who don't want you to earn interest on your money, who want you to continue to be shackled to their liquidity pool? Is it worth your participation come November? Some food for thought for you, my friends. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money, along with hashtag Gary Gensler, doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.